An emotional moment unfolded inside a Utah courtroom as Erika Kirk, the widow of slain Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, walked out while police described the horrifying moments of her husband's fatal shooting. The preliminary hearing in the murder case of Charlie Kirk began this week in Utah, nearly a year after the conservative activist was shot and killed at Utah Valley University. The hearing will determine whether prosecutors have presented enough evidence for the case against 23-year-old Tyler Robinson to proceed to trial. But it wasn't legal arguments that became the day's defining moment. It was the emotional reaction of Charlie Kirk's family. As seen on cameras inside the courtroom, Utah Valley University police officer Chris Bagley testified about the terrifying seconds after gunfire erupted on September 10, 2025. Bagley told the court he heard a gunshot and immediately saw Charlie Kirk lean to his left before chaos broke out around him. As frightened people scattered in every direction, the officer ran toward the scene to respond. As the testimony unfolded, and again when prosecutors introduced the videos, courtroom observers noticed the emotional toll it was taking on Kirk's family. Charlie's widow, Erika Kirk, along with his parents and other relatives, suddenly stood up and quietly walked out of the courtroom. The family later returned after taking a short break. Reporter Robert Draper, who was present during the hearing, also noted that the defendant, Tyler Robinson, appeared to lean forward and listen more intently as the officer described the shooting. The courtroom remained silent as prosecutors continued presenting evidence. The hearing is expected to last 5 days. During that time, prosecutors plan to call numerous witnesses and introduce dozens of exhibits aimed at convincing the judge there is sufficient evidence to move forward with a full criminal trial. Before proceedings began, Charlie Kirk's family released a written statement asking for privacy. They described Charlie as a beloved husband, father, brother, and friend. The family said every court appearance serves as a painful reminder of the tragedy that permanently changed their lives. They also thanked supporters for the prayers and encouragement they have received since Charlie's death. Out of respect for the judicial process, they said they would not comment further while the case remains before the courts. Charlie Kirk was just 31 years old when he was killed. His death shocked conservative political circles across the United States. He left behind his wife Erika and their 2 young children. After his death, Erika assumed leadership of Turning Point USA, becoming the organization's chairwoman and CEO. In her first public address after the tragedy, she vowed to continue her husband's mission. She said those responsible for Charlie's assassination had no idea what they had unleashed. According to Erika, Charlie was targeted because he spoke about patriotism, faith, and what she described as God's merciful love. She promised his work would continue despite his death. Following the shooting, authorities launched an extensive manhunt involving local police, the FBI, and other federal agencies. FBI Director Kash Patel helped oversee the search. U.S. President Donald Trump later announced during an appearance on Fox and Friends that the suspect had been taken into custody. Trump also said he hoped the accused would receive the death penalty if convicted. The case quickly became one of the highest-profile criminal investigations involving a major conservative political figure. Now, nearly a year later, attention has shifted from the investigation to the courtroom. The judge's decision following this preliminary hearing will determine whether Tyler Robinson ultimately stands trial for Charlie Kirk's killing. For Erika Kirk and her family, however, every hearing means reliving one of the darkest days of their lives. As the legal process continues, many questions surrounding the case will now be addressed in court.